Plant-based milk choices, which one meets your dietary necessities better? Plant-based milk choices, which one meets your dietary necessities better? Options in contrast to dairy milk are turning out to be progressively famous for individuals with sensitivities and bigotries or for the people who favor a without dairy diet. Customers, be that as it may not generally know about the distinctions in micronutrient content of plant-based milk options when contrasted with dairy milk. Scientists have consequently examined different plant-based milks and found contrasts in the mineral substance by type as well as by brand. Plant-based choices to drain are well known for well-being, moral, and ecological reasons. Many individuals may likewise favor the flavor of plant-based milk options over customary cow's milk. Plant-based milks incorporate a scope of choices like soy, coconut, oat, hemp, rice, quinoa, pea, almond, and different assortments of nuts. However, the sustenance profiles frequently change among specific brands and types. Dairy milk is a vital wellspring of micronutrients like phosphorus, selenium, and zinc, so shoppers should comprehend the distinctions in the wholesome substance of any plant-based milk options they are polishing off. Past exploration has dissected the healthy benefit of plant-based milk options in contrast with cow's milk. Also, presently, specialists from the Institute of Food Safety and Health, IFSH, have dissected the nourishment content of different plant-based milk refreshments and tracked down varieties in mineral substance across types and brands. The outcome showed that pea-based drinks had the most phosphorus, selenium, and zinc, while soy milk had the most magnesium in general. The scientists introduced their exploration discoveries at the fall meeting of the American Chemical Society, ACS, in Chicago. Why pick plant-based milk choices? Dr. Sue Reeves, enrolled nutritionist and Association for Nutrition individual, not engaged with the new exploration, told Medical News Today that individuals might pick plant-based milk choices for the accompanying reasons. Sensitivities and bigotries. Some individuals are lactose narrow-minded, meaning they don't deliver the lactase compound expected to separate it. Veganism. People who follow a veggie lover or plant-based diet consume or utilize no creature items out of worry for creature government assistance. Manageability. Among other biological impacts, cows add to ozone-depleting substance emanations, so individuals might decide to go sans dairy for natural reasons. How plant-based milks were dissected. Specialists from the IFSH, a consortium comprised of the Illinois Institute of Technology and the Food and Drug Administration Trusted Source, FDA, broke down a choice of plant-based dairy options including almond, cashew, coconut, hemp, oat, pea, rice, and soy, all promoted under different trademarks. As a feature of their examination, they estimated how much magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, and selenium in a sum of 85 examples, utilizing a method called inductively coupled plasma mass spectrometry, ICP-MS trusted source. This is a very delicate technique for deciding the specific measure of a particular component, like a metal, in a given example. They chose these particular micronutrients as there is no necessity to show them on the nutrition facts label trusted source of food items, yet they are known parts of dairy milk. Utilizing factual investigation, the analysts found that the mineral substance changed altogether. There were contrasts between various sorts of plant-based milk choices, i.e., soy-based versus almond, yet in addition between brands of a similar kind of item. Of the multitude of tests examined in the examination, just pea and soy-based drinks had more significant levels of magnesium, phosphorus, zinc and selenium when contrasted with cow's milk. Pea milk had the most elevated, with around half more significant levels of phosphorus, zinc, and selenium. Ben Ridden, Ph.D., research scientist at the FDA and head examiner on the examination, made sense of for M&T why it's critical to consider the distinctions between plant-based milk options. As plant-based milk collective items have been expanding in notoriety, purchasers really must comprehend what their utilization can mean for their general admission of fundamental mineral micronutrients, he said. The mineral micronutrients we estimated in these items are known to assume a part in many capabilities in the body, including typical resistant framework capability, legitimate guideline of pulse, and glucose, and bone well-being. Ben Ridden, Ph.D., FDA research scientist and head agent on the review. Lily Chapman, BSc, MSc, execution mentor and game and exercise nutritionist, not associated with the review, concurred, featuring to M&T how the dietary structure of various plant-based milk will in general change. To make this more convoluted, they are consistently adding to the plant-based milk range concerning kind of milk, fortresses, and different brands accessible, which can likewise influence these healthful pieces, Chapman said. Advantages of pea-based plant milk? Dr. Ridden made sense of that our correlations of target mineral micronutrients depend on the market crate of a few brands across 8 kinds of plant-based milk collective items: almond, cashew, coconut, hemp, oat, pea, rice, and soy-based drinks. He said the review results demonstrate that certain plant-based milk choices can be a wellspring of mineral micronutrients, however contrasts across item types ought to be considered while thinking about their healthy benefit. By and large, higher measures of a greater part of the deliberate mineral micronutrients versus soy-based milk options. Either soy or pea-based milk options contained higher measures of target mineral micronutrients in contrast with the other 6 kinds of plant-based milk choices we surveyed. Ben Ridden, Ph.D., FDA research physicist and head specialist on the review. Dr. Ridden noticed that his exploration zeroed in on surveying objective mineral micronutrients in plant-based milk items. A limit is that we didn't consider how certain parts present in a portion of these items might lessen the capacity of the body to retain these supplements, i.e., their bioavailability might be impacted, he said. One more issue is that customers with a tree nut or soybean sensitivity ought to keep away from items containing these allergens. Which plant-based milks would it be advisable for you to pick? In spite of areas of strength for the profiles of pea and soy drains, these decisions may not be reasonable for everybody. For example, pea-based milk might cause processing upset, while soy milk may not appropriate for certain sensitivities. While the analysts trust the information about fundamental minerals will assist buyers with coming to informed conclusions about plant-based milk choices, the goal of the review is to illuminate instead of educate shoppers on one sort concerning plant-based milk over another. It is unquestionably worth checking the names on plant-based milk choices since some are improved and contain added sugars, and many are low in protein, Dr. Reeves said. It is unquestionably worth checking the names on plant-based milk choices since some are improved and contain added sugars, and many are low in protein. Likewise, some plant-based other options, for example, almond milk, may adversely affect the climate. Keeping that in mind, oat milk has been proposed as the most economical plant-based milk collective. In general, each milk has various advantages and disadvantages while taking a gander at their different dietary properties, Chapman said. As I would see it, I'd settle on the milk that you appreciate most, taste-wise, and what squeezes into your own singular objectives and circumstance. For instance, assuming that you are lactose-bigoted, dairy isn't really for you. Sensitive to nuts? Almond milk isn't off-limits. Morals is another thought, with gauges that the worldwide effect of creature farming addresses 14.5% of human-initiated outflows. With this, it has been observed that supportability and creature government assistance are solid intentions of backing. Likewise with any dietary decision, The way to by and large well-being and prosperity is to keep a sound, adjusted diet. Certain individuals might decide to switch back and forth between various plant-based milk choices, which could change it up of micronutrients to their eating regimen. Changing them around checks out. I for one like oat with my espresso, hazelnut with my oats, and soy with my protein shakes. Lily Chapman, BSc MSc, Execution Mentor and Game and Exercise Nutritionist.